Hi everybody. We see Apple Cash doing a lot of things. I have Apple credit card. I have Apple credit. So these new products come to me often. This is the second one that came. The first one was I think it's credit where you can sign up. You go into the store. Let's say, for example, Dollar Tree, and you buy $50 worth of stuff, and you realize you don't have enough money. You probably got maybe $20 or $30, so you don't have enough to pay for your product. For your item? So what do? You have to take some and put it back. So instead of putting it back, Apple gave you an option to apply for credit right then and there, and they will approve you for a certain amount, and you go ahead on and pay for your product, and then you pay them back in monthly installments. I did not set that up because I don't need that. I just pay for my items with credit, and then at the beginning of every month, that first week, I pay the items. Then I make the payment on my card. Well, this one is something different. I don't need it either because I own my house, and I'm not renting out any rooms, nothing. But according to this Apple Cash, it says you can send money on repeat. So excuse me, I just ate some mints and a Dr. Pepper. I just love this little chocolate mint thing out of Dollar Tree. Very tasty. But anyway, on here, it says learn to set up recurring payments with a few taps in messages or wallet. So it says recurring payments and auto reload are here. With Apple Cash, you can now send recurring payments to roommates, friends, and family to cover things like your share of the rent or internet. And we know we've been doing this with CashApp for many, many years. Since 2016, when my daughter first sent me the CashApp, I think she said, I just get it because we might need it one day. And we use it very heavy today. And a lot of people, like you say, we've been using CashApp to send each other money. Like my daughter was moving for Texas and her money was low. I would send the money to CashApp, and she would get her gas. That way she was getting away from web situation up there. So I kept sending her money through the CashApp, and she made it here. Or you have family member that loan money, we use the CashApp to send them money. It's a very, very, very great product for a lot of homeless people who have CashApp. You can send them money. So we see this already, a product that CashApp already had, and now Apple is offering this product. And Apple says you can also set up auto reload to top up your balance whenever you run low. So you'll always have money to send or spend. So how does that work? According to this little illustration in here, it says, hey roomie, just a reminder to send your half of the rent. So this is obviously going through Messenger. And so you sent them a request for on here, $625 for half of the monthly rent. And then the person responds, consider it done. And they say for next month and the next. So that's where repeat is going to come in at. So it says set it once. Send it on repeat. It's easy to send money on an ongoing basis for anything with Apple Cash. Simply schedule recurring payments in a few taps in messages or wallet and add a little personality with an emoji or a full memo, a fun memo. How to set up a recurring payment in messages. What you do, you tap the plus sign in your conversation and select Apple Cash. 2, expand the keypad and select Send Recurring Payments. 3, set up and send your payment. Now, it shows in this illustration, auto reload. $75 was added to Apple Cash. Your new balance is $100. So we see, all you do is just set up the reload, and that's all you do. It'll automatically send the money to the card. Now I'm assuming you're going to have to come from a bank, because the CashApp, your bank debit card is attached, and you can transfer money back and forth from your bank account to your CashApp card for free. But if you want to put money on the CashApp and send it to the bank, then you already know. You have to pay like a 1 or 3% fee, or we call it fee or something, to transfer the money. But either way, that's more than likely how that would work. Now this is the Apple card. I was having money going back and forth to this, but I had it set to automatic. I had it turned off because this is too many cards for me to be dealing with. Because I'm already having the Apple credit. Then I'm using the they got where you get your rewards. I'm using that. But the account, the money is going back and forth between the Apple credit card to the Apple account, and then between the bank, and then I got CashApp attached. So that was just too confusing for me. So I had to turn that off so I can see where the money going, because the money is just going, and I'm not seeing where it's coming from. But I guess this is what you would do that for, which I don't particularly need this particular product, because I basically send money back and forth from CashApp, not so much with Apple Cash. Now, it says send money and keep it private. Now, it says your money is your business. So it says payments you send with Apple Cash stay private and secure. And if you're about to send money to someone who's not in your contact, we will notify you to make sure you're paying the right person. Now, we know we done accidentally paid some wrong people in the Cash App, and you got to get there quickly to change that before the person notices there, because once they get it, some people not going to pay you back. I've had that happen, trying to send money to my daughter and send it to another YouTuber, accident. But she was a sweet person, so she sent it back to me because I was trying to pay for a product my daughter at her, she had a boutique. And I accidentally sent it to her business instead of my daughter's business. But sometimes that happens. So they saying this won't happen with Apple Cash. So that's a pretty good feature. Here, you can set up a recurring payment. This is Apple Cash. Now, these little words down here, do I want to read these little disclaimers down here or whatever they are? Because I may read like a slightly illiterate person if I try to read this. So I'm going to try to read the first paragraph or whatever. And if it gets too hard, you can just leave it here, pausing and finish reading yourself. But anyway, 1, Apple Cash services are provided by Green Dot Bank. Okay. I have a business account with Green Dot Bank with my LLC company. So Apple is also, I guess, an affiliate or whatever they want to be to the Green Dot. I didn't even know Green Dot even had a bank until the other banks would not give me a business account. So I went through thing that been around for years. I forgot what it was, but that's who I went through. Them to set up my business LLC, and Green Dot gave me a business account. So that's where I'm familiar with this, and now I'm glad to see Apple is also using this bank. I guess in a similar way. So they said that the Green Dot Bank member FDIC learn more about the terms and conditions at this website, applecash.greendot.com/term conditions. Only available in the United States on eligible devices. Apparently iPhones will be the main one because it's an Apple product, because it's an Apple Cash. Now, okay, I done lost the spot. This is where I had the trouble at. Okay, devices. To send, let me see if I can stretch it a little bit. No, it's not stretching. To send and receive money with an Apple Cash account, you must be 18 and a U.S. resident. A U.S. resident. Notice it didn't say citizen. It says a U.S. resident. You have to be living here. And this is where we see there are a lot of residents. People have these issues with those undocumented, what they call them, undocumented people, illegal people. They're not citizens. So now Apple has provided in here, I think, if you just live in the United States, then you can apply for this. And a lot of people better realize a lot of these immigrants that are moving here by the gazillion, they'll be using this. So black people better get on to be using it too. For those who are renters and will not be able to afford these renters to get higher and higher and higher, ain't gonna need a roommate. Because we know with immigrants, it was back in the 70s, when I was a teenager, they were living 5 family heads with wife and children per household. That's how they were living. Now, we weren't allowed to live that way. We had to live in separate houses, this and this and that, and make all kind of rules. But let's say 5 heads in that house. They just in the house CashApping not CashApping, Apple cashing each other back and forth to rent. Let's say the rent, $2,000, 5 heads. So they could be CashApping each other, I guess, $200 back and forth, getting that rent paid. Great product for that. But that's what people going to have to do. You're not amongst the one that's owning property, and you can afford that high rent. You will need to use your Apple Cash, and it can be private. But anyway, it says, let me see. Lost my spot. Let me find a period. Okay, there was a period after resident. If you're under 18, your family or organizer can set up Apple Cash. Family or organizer can set up their Apple Cash for you as part of their Apple Cash family account. But you, and we know CashApp has that family account, as cash for you as part of their Apple Cash family account. But you may not be able to access features that require a supported payment card. You may not be able to access features that require a supported card. Now, who would not be able to do that? Let me go back up and see who would not be able to do that. If you're under 18, okay, that's like the credit cards I made my grandchildren authorized use them on them, but they are not able to access certain features. Just like my children is also authorized use, and they use the card, do what they need to do. But there are certain features that they are not able to access, like change information and get a card or whatever like that. And I lost my thought again. If you under, let me go there and find the next period. But you may not. You're a part of their Apple Cash family account, but you may not be able to access features that require a supported payment card. Now, security checks may require more time to make funds available. Apple Cash family accounts can send up to $2,000 per transaction and receive up to $2,000 within a 7-day period. To access and use all Apple Cash features, you must have an eligible device with wallet that supports and has the latest version of iOS. So I guess Androids is out because Androids don't have iOS. Anyway, features are subject to change. What I like about this already is you don't have a gazillion words, paragraphs, pages to read for this. It's just pretty short and simple. Because if this was as long as it normally be, it would not get read. At least not on this video. Some features, applications, and services may not be available in all regions or all languages. Some features require specific hardware and software. For more information, see this website, dapper.com iOS feature availability. So you may be able to, I guess, put this iOS software feature on your Android or whatever. Now, all rights reserved, copyright at 2023, Apple Inc. 1 Apple Parkway, Cupertino, California, 95014. So, that's it for this new product called Apple Cash, apparently through Apple account. For those who are renting, who are roommates and need to share the rent, because where the world is now, people could be living on top of each other because it's going to take 4 people to afford the rent around here based on what people are getting paid. Well, some people are getting paid like you driving for Uber and trying to pay some rent. Let's see, you got 4 Uber drivers or whatever. But this is what these young people are thinking about, because this is what my grandson's thinking about. The fact that 4 people can live in a house and and this and this and that. He got it in his head how that gonna work. You're telling him it's not gonna work, especially when you're dealing with women. But this is what the world is coming to. And from the way he's 14-year-old and he already see this. He's like, Grandma, his head is also in the future. We see the future. See what's coming. So anyway, those who may need this feature, if you got I guess you got your Apple Wallet and all of that with your cards in it. This is a product you may use to help you afford these outrageous rents. Anyway, if you like this video and this information, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.